I don't know what it was the other day. I think it was Friends. I always see Friends without laugh track. I didn't realize Seinfeld had a laugh track.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do.
And it's a subtle laugh track, though.
Yeah.
Friends has the worst laugh track. There is just
Friends is
so...
always there.
Dude, Friends is like, I don't know. It's just like super like out there. Like it's like hysterical laugh track. Like,
Oh,
they're
it's
just
so
they're
loud.
just dying laughing.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it's like they'll say nothing. And it makes the, when the laugh track goes away, so much like...
Yeah, no,
funnier.
I know. Dude, what's his... Like, yeah, you're right. Like, Seinfeld is just like...
A subtle.
Dude, Seinfeld is just like... Ha, 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 ha. Whereas, like, Friends is like...
Dying,
Oh, everyone in the crowd's
dying
going
laughing.
wild.
Yeah, dude.
And Friends isn't even like... I catch myself laughing at Friends sometimes with the laugh track.
Yeah.
Laugh tracks make you laugh sometimes.
I know, that's
all.
No, they do.
it's-
They definitely help.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's... Do you think it's needed? Like The Office feels more... I mean, there's
Yeah.
I'm such a sucker for The Office.
The Office is
Dude,
just the perfect show.
But the thing is, like, The Office, it's just like the awkward moments in it.
Oh, yeah.
Or
That's
some of the
Michael
stuff
Scott, the king of
Or
awkwardness.
like,
yeah.
I almost think of like Jim's like facial expressions
Yeah, just-
as the laugh track because that's
so
what
true.
gets me dying. Like Michael will say something, you just see Jim immediately is just like,
That's
just like,
Yeah.
But
no, I love it.
No laugh track is like a horror movie sometimes.
Dude, I know.
It's like they're all looking. It's always like
It looks
they're like
insane.
close up, and I don't
Yeah.
even know how they edit the laugh track out.
I always wonder when they are, like, when they're filming.
Oh yeah, do you
who's
think they
like,
play the?
Hey,
do you know if they
wait
play
like
the,
5 seconds?
Do they play
Yeah.
the laugh track on? Because it's a live set, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't think Friends was alive.
I've always have had this picture of like them because the camera angle's just that one. Their set isn't.
Yeah.
I've seen the set.
yeah.
It's not like an
Is
official.
the Friends one? I feel like the Friends one is an actual
actual set?
apartment. I know Seinfeld's
Is it
not.
actually?
Seinfeld's not an actual set.
I know. I think it's both. I think they have a
or
real
Seinfeld
set.
is a set, sorry.
I think they have a set and it's fake.
Okay.
I mean, you can see out the window in Friends,
Yeah.
so maybe.
Yeah. No, they always do that one shot, especially when it's like that, like one episode with Ross doing
where
like
he's
the
doing this-
surfer
yeah,
or whatever.
across the buildings.
Yeah,
right?
so they had to have like gotten like an apartment for that, but that might have just been like a separate shot or something.
Yeah, because they
I
do
don't
have
know.
the balcony, and they
Yeah.
use that a lot.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you
What's-
like Friends?
I do.
Favorite sitcoms? That's a big question. I'll give you a second.
Well, Seinfeld is number one.
Easy.
Seinfeld is easily number one. That is like the definition of my humor. And then right behind it is It's Always Sunny.
That's a great one.
Just because It's Always Sunny is literally Seinfeld, but worse. It's like those two shows are just shows
true.
about the worst human beings on earth. And they never learn their lesson.
Yeah.
They
It's
just
so funny.
consistently get worse and worse. And I love that. And like, so those two would be 1 and 2. Office is considered a sitcom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Office. I love Parks and Rec.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
very good.
I actually, from what I've seen of the thing is, I've full on seen Parks and Rec. Like me and my brother used to watch that all the time. From what I've seen, though, I think Arrested Development.
Oh my gosh.
is funnier than
So funny.
Is funnier than
That
Parks
might-
and Rec.
I think The Office and Arrested are my top two.
Yeah.
Arrested, I have not
So
laughed.
good, bro.
Tobias has like I've never.
Yeah.
I haven't.
I would
Will
say-
Arnett are crazy.
Seinfeld, Office, Arrested Development.
I
Those
never
are
knew you
yeah.
were that big of a Seinfeld.
I watched all of Seinfeld recently. I really liked it. It was
I
very
didn't even.
Oh, I'm sorry. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
Oh,
funny
dude, that's over Parks and Rec easily.
Same. That was. Why am I?
Larry David.
Yeah, Larry David.
Bro.
Same. He wrote Seinfeld too.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, him and Jerry alone.
Yeah.
That's like
Oh,
a
yes.
power team.
Dude,
They're
to
hilarious.
write.
no doubt. Dude, their humor is just like so like perfect.
It is.
Like,
It is, yeah.
oh my god. Like Arrested Development though, Job, literally
He is so funny.
Job alone like
Arnett.
makes that show for me.
Will Arnett is so funny.
He just is like, it's just, I love awkwardness on camera. And
Yeah.
that makes me like, awkward humor is my favorite humor.
I know.
And they do it so well of these like circumstances.
Yeah.
And they're so extreme.
Dude, no,
in their
they are.
circumstances.
Dude, one of my favorite scenes in like TV history, me and my brother always laugh about this, is the scene where Joe or like Michael doesn't give Job a job at the banana stand.
Oh yeah.
And every single family member Michael sees throughout the episode just somehow knows about it already. Even the dad who's in prison knows about it. He was like, and what's this I hear about you not giving Job a job at the banana stand? I was just like,
It's so
I
good.
was crying, dude.
So your brother, he introduced you to movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
I would say, like, I always
yeah.
would hear you. My one thought is you told me one time, you're like, if my brother's late to a movie, he will drive above and beyond the speed limit.
There was, I remember one time because our practice, me and you had practice.
Oh, you were going to see a movie.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And it was the first Doctor Strange, so we were like in like 7th or 8th grade, and I remember my brother was like waiting at the door for me, like to get out of practice.
Please.
And the thing is, like Dale was coaching us.
Oh, yeah.
So like my brother like had a talk with Dale after, like he was upset. But we get in the car, my brother's like just pushing, like just going so fast, and I was like, Brad, we're gonna get pulled over, and he was like, they're gonna give us a police escort. They understand. And I was like, what?
And was it worth it?
Yes, dude, we made it on time.
That is
It was
awesome.
awesome.
That's hilarious.
Do you watch almost all your movies? Not obviously you don't watch all of them, but like have you seen most of the big movies in your life with your brother?
Yes.
And I don't know, most people, if they know you're a movie music guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, maybe that's just because I really do know, because
Yeah.
I've seen the full experience of seeing a movie and listening to music with you.
Yeah.
I think I was with Bryce the other day, and we were talking about, I was like, do you ever go on drives with Connor and listen to music? He's like, yeah. And then I asked Mikey, he's like, yeah. It's like, isn't it just us two going? And it actually has introduced me to so much music.
Yeah.
Where do you hear that? Do you just find the music? I feel like you do such a good job of finding new music.
So it started off with my dad, obviously. You just grow up, like 70s music, late 60s through like the 80s. That's like kind of my genre. Like that's what I love. But the thing is, like, that's always what was playing with my dad, my mom. You know, that's the music they loved. So that's like kind of what my ears were used to. And so I obviously like loved a lot of the old songs they would always play and stuff. And I remember I was in like 5th or 6th grade when I got Spotify. And that was like my first couple of playlists were just like songs like that. And then I would always listen to those through middle school. And then I got to like high school and I was just like,
Floodgates open.
I was like, although I love these songs still, I was like, I need to start finding new stuff.
Yeah.
And then I started finding new stuff. And then I started meeting new people who loved like similar music to me. And it was like Lucas Atherton loved it, Vincent Tedesco. And they would like show me like new songs. I would love to hear that. I would go like, and if it'd be an artist that I loved, like, you know how much I love Pink Floyd and like Tom Petty. Like I would just go like into like their like Spotify accounts and just shuffle albums and just listen to like whole albums. I was like, this is awesome.
And that kind of got you into the guitar now, right?
Yeah.
How is it going?
How long have you been doing that?
Okay, so I got my guitar in August. Or it's a bass. I learned maybe 3 songs.
What are they?
Come As You Are by Nirvana.
Okay.
New Year's Day by U2. And then the third one was, what other song did I learn? Oh yeah, and then I learned Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
I'm realizing that you didn't say Mary Had a Little Lamb or any of those.
You didn't really start
No.
Did you jump right into like big songs right away?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, really?
Because, well, I was like self-teaching myself. And I'm not really good or anything yet. Granted, I didn't bring it to college, which honestly I should because I don't have a roommate now. But
what happened to your room is
Did he drop out?
well,
This
look,
is
got a
a-
big
this-
smirk
no,
there.
This is a really, really funny story. My roommate, without like going on a visit to like go visit this place in Florida, his cousin went to a post prep, which I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's not college. You take community college classes, but like you're not going to that community college. You're just playing basketball at one place and then taking online classes from community college at another.
Okay.
I think I know what that is, actually.
Yeah. So he was doing that, but like when he was at like North Central with me, he was like, for the last like 2 weeks, he was like, yeah, dude, I just want to go down to Florida with my cousin. He was like, my cousin says it's great and everything. And I was like, well, you're going to go on a visit? And he was like, no, I'm just going to go. And I was like, well, it's like, okay, what's your living situation going to be? He was like, oh, my cousin has an apartment that we'll share. What his cousin didn't give him info on was the fact that he'd actually be sharing a room with like 7 other kids, and like literally it was like a 2-bedroom 2-bath, and there were like 8 people living there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was in like people are sleeping on like air mattresses, and it's on top of a strip mall. Like, and he thought he was gonna be living on the beach. He was not.
Well, now you have a
Nice.
free room to yourself, right?
It's nice. I loved my roommate too. He was an awesome dude.
Next semester, are you gonna have to get a new roommate?
No.
Oh my
no,
gosh, that's
I got
nice.
Yeah, I got it I got a free single.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
did you just
Nice.
kind of feel like you're living bougie compared to everyone
Yeah.
else?
Do
Like
you-
you
yeah.
have
Did you
sprawled
take out
out
the bed? The other bed?
No, so
Okay.
a lot of kids did. Like I remember one of my friends I'm close with at school. He so at the start of the year, like in summer camp for football, because he's a football player, his roommate left after like 3 days, and he like when I first like met this kid, I was like in his room and he had like combined his beds and everything, and it looked sweet. But then I kind of got to thinking about it, and I had talked to like Andrew and like other people about coming to visit. I was like, well, it'd be like really nice if I just like had like an extra bed for them to stay in if they come to visit. So I just left it and let
That's
it be.
true.
basically a guest bed.
Yeah.
Come to my guest room.
Yeah.
Gotta have like a curtain pull
Yeah.
over.
No curtain.
No
but,
curtain.
Yeah. but
Won't be staying there then. That's what I. that's all
I only do private residencies.
yeah, I wasn't giving off the full hotel feel. You know, they aren't living lavishly when they come to visit me, but they at least have a bed.
At least have
They
a
have a
bed.
bed.
Yeah.
How has it been at school for you?
Fun. Really, really fun. I met the right group of kids for me.
That's awesome.
And I go to a small school, you know, it's not Michigan State where you're going out every single weekend, just hitting the entire town or whatever. I just found a really good group of like 5 or 6 friends that I'm really close with. And I'm friends with, you know, I talk to a lot of others,
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it or not. But,
Nope, can't believe that.
but I mean, like the people I'm close to are really good, like people, and I've been having a blast with them. So school's been fun. Basketball's been really fun. It for me, remember that talk we had last year about like how we didn't want high school basketball to end just because we didn't think we were as good as we like
Could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get. Well, I kind of had that same thought going to college. I was like, well, that's what I want from this. Like, I want to play, I want to keep playing, I want to be around basketball, obviously, but I want to see like how good I can actually like make this thing. Like, really. And I've already like from last year, like if you would have said 365 days from this date last year, if I was like got this much better, I wouldn't have believed you. But honestly, like it's just certain stuff like that, like you're being taught when you get to college, and it's just different. And so that's the thing for me. It's just like I'm getting a lot better, and that for me like makes it all worth it. Like I love that.
What are the little things that are? Because I'm, basketball player.
Yeah.
Or used to be.
Yeah.
In my prime, used to be a okay basketball player.
Yeah.
What are those little things? Because I wonder. Like I have in my head what I think they are,
Yeah.
but now I want to know.
So for me, it's just a lot of defensive stuff.
I remember you talking and conditioning. The 3 a day. I remember you told me.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, that was.
Wait, this is sorry. Jump into that 3 a day. Walk
Dude.
people through, because when you explained this to me, I was like, oh my gosh, that literally
Yeah.
sounds like the military.
Dude, it was just like a 3-day spurt, like the first couple of days of practice where it was like, and it was fall break too, so we had all the time in the world, thank God. But it was like the first practice was like 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hour. Yeah, 2 hours. And it was like from probably 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. And then after that, we had like a 2-hour break. And then we went from like 3 till 6, which that practice was awful. And then we had like an hour long like shoot around from like 7 till 8. So like from 6 to 7, that's when you got your food. And then 7 till 8 wasn't really hard. That was kind of more of just like, you're just going to be working on skill for that hour. So, yeah, that was cool. And, but yeah, those first 2 practices were very, very rough. And it was like the first like 2-hour practice was like all defense.
Oh my God.
So that was just like, oh my God.
Because that's the thing. I feel like college is I feel like it always feels like offense will come. In my mind, I always pictured they'd say offense will come to you, kind of work on that and skills. Defense is like, if you can't play defense, I feel like you won't play.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they're telling me too.
Probably a similar chat. Yeah.
At the in tennis.
Yeah.
All right, got
Big tennis star right here.
Attaboy.
3 doubles.
Love
do
to hear
you
it.
while you're there, is there ever a part of you that's like, I don't like, I know you're saying you love basketball and love playing. Is there ever a part of you that wishes, okay, maybe this, I don't wish I was doing this. I wish I was doing something else. For me, I don't really think you would say that, but there's a small part of me that wonders.
Well, don't get me wrong. When I'm having to do the Kobe drill and guarding 7 different people, there's a lot of thoughts going through my mind that like, why did I decide to do this? But no, for the main you guys kind of know how I am. Like, when I do something, like, I don't really do it with like a lot of regret. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm doing something, I try to figure out just like the good things with it. You know what I mean? And as I've done basketball my entire life and just a lot of it, if it would have just been like that sudden, with just like high school basketball's over, you know, for me, that would have really like messed with me. So the fact that I'm still doing it now makes me like really, really happy. And like, so yeah, in my mind, I made the right decision and I'm just like happy to do it, you know?
Because I'm the opposite of what you did. Completely. And it's been, for me, I've been having dreams about this. Listen to this, how insane this dream is. This is embarrassing too. I got asked to come back to St. Joe to play in this year. And in my dream, I was like, yes, I get to go play and I was like, why am I thinking that? And I'm in this dream playing and I'm suiting up to play with all of the guys on the team that are playing now.
Yeah.
And I was going, and then I woke up and I was like, I really just got so pumped to go back and play.
Yeah.
I never thought I would. Sam always heard me. I was like, I'm ready. This will be good. Yeah. I mean, I called you and talked about it numerous times.
Yeah.
We would talk for like 40, 50 minutes about it.
Yeah.
About what do you think about this?
Yeah.
But you always did. And what people don't see unless they're close to you is how supportive and amazing you are too. Like, I feel like you've always,
appreciate that.
you always, and I want to publicly thank you of how you basically reached out. I mean, we have a funny story of how we met.
Yeah.
Lakeshore basketball camp one time, D Rose jersey.
Thank you, Uncle Patrick, for getting me in there.
And then that was it. And then 7th grade, we were kind of like, wait a minute.
Yeah, there goes that Derrick Rose kid.
Didn't we know each other or something?
Yeah.
And then I think I found out you liked Lord of the Rings, and ever since I was like,
I think it was Lord of the Rings and Skyrim in seventh grade
I would
art.
ask you about. I would be like, Connor, how's Skyrim then?
Dude, trust me, I could talk to you for hours about that game. I love
Do
it.
you
game is
still
so
play
good.
Skyrim?
I haven't recently, but I need to get back into it.
I don't know that much, but is there a new Skyrim game coming out? Or not an Elder Scrolls
There might
game?
be a new Elder Scrolls game, but I don't know about.
Have you fallen out of love?
I have not fallen out of love. I just other things like The Sopranos
Oh, yeah.
have come into my life and taken over.
Oh, I know about The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know about. Highly recommend to people out there.
God, such a great show. That's my favorite show of all time.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I can appreciate that, like, Breaking Bad might be, like, the best show of all time from a lot of people.
Yeah.
But for
Me.
me,
That show is so good.
yeah. And the thing is, I watched Breaking Bad with my brother, like, a lot. And my brother and my dad were so into it. They've been into Better Call Saul a lot too, which is also really good. But I can appreciate that show is probably better than The Sopranos, even though Sopranos is like great. But like Sopranos to me, it's just perfect in every way. Like in terms of like what I want to see from like a dramatic like show, it's that.
The like realism and
Yeah.
feeling of like.
Well, you said that's your favorite show.
Yeah.
I've got a big question for you, and this might
Oh,
this
no.
might catch you off guard. I don't want to catch you off guard. Your favorite movie? Do you have it in mind?
This doesn't catch me off guard
Okay,
at all.
okay.
The Dark Knight, and it will
Fair enough. It
always
is.
be
Holy
The
cow.
Dark Knight.
Freshman year, there was a milk jug at our table, and
That is
Connor
such a
was
way to
doing
start a
the
show.
Joker with the milk jug, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I think everyone else was like, okay, and I was just like, that literally sounds like the Joker.
Dude, my freshman year, I was going through a span where I would go home from school, and instead of playing video games like normal kids, or instead of doing normal kid things, I would go home every single day, and from probably like 2:45 until like 5:15, I watched The Dark Knight. Just every
is
single
awesome.
day.
I remember you telling me, like, I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight again. I'm like, how is he watching this?
Yeah.
How many times do you think
Again.
you've watched it?
A lot. A lot. I mean, taking a rough estimate might be hard, but I mean, it could honestly be anywhere from 200 times to 1,000 times.
Wow.
Anywhere in between there, I think would be a good number.
I fully believe that.
Yeah.
And I've lived seeing you. I think I saw you watching it one day. I went in our math class. I think on your
Yeah.
phone. I at least one
Probably.
couple times I've seen you watching it.
Yeah.
You've told me, but Sam doesn't know. You told me it was that it was the
Connor's
perfect
lost.
Connor.
Why did I tell you?
You told me that it was the perfect story of a Bruce Wayne being broken. Is this giving you
Yeah.
any? Maybe that's changed.
No.
for you. There we
Now
go.
I
I
understand.
just had to stoke the flames a little bit.
Dude.
There
well,
are
no.
embers there, and he had to start the fire.
Dude, well, it's perfect because
Yep, here we go.
no, I'm being dead serious. It's perfect.
I'm listening.
Because literally it's the definition of like why Batman's the greatest superhero of all time. All these other superheroes, you can take everything from them. You can just absolutely destroy their lives, however much. And a lot of superheroes, they go through tragedy and everything. But still, a lot of them, you see in No Way Home, like if Peter Parker wouldn't have had the other two Peter Parkers, he was going to go kill Green Goblin.
Yeah.
And that would have set everything off. Still, in his darkest moments, Batman never folds. Ever. He's incorruptible. And that's even what the Joker says at the end of the movie.
Connor, you're giving me chills. I'm not going to lie.
I
Wow.
know.
So
I
much
know.
dedication to this.
I know.
Dude, the Joker literally says, he goes, this is what happens when an immovable object meets an unbreakable force or something like that. And literally, it was...
Wow.
Dude. And literally, it just describes them so much. No matter how much the Joker does to Batman, and you read the comics, you play the Arkham games, all of this. No matter how much the Joker does to Batman, still cannot break him. Still cannot break what he, does, what he holds true, all of it. And there's even something at the end of one, I think it was Arkham City, Joker looks at him and Joker says, you were still going to save me, like, weren't you? Like, and as Joker was dying from like an infection, and Batman goes, after everything you've done to me, all the pain you've put me through, I still would have saved you. Like, every time. That's so cool.
Connor, I've gotten chills like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like this.
Well, did you
This is
feel?
beautiful.
I know the answer to this, but did you feel the same way about the new Batman movie?
Yeah.
Somewhat. I feel like they had some of those themes, but it was
Yeah.
not to the extent of. It was maybe it was darker, but not as dark at the same time. If that makes sense.
It was so. The new movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Was
really
awesome. I know my brother likes it more than The Dark Knight, which is
Tough subject for you.
yeah, sparked a few arguments. I mean,
What was his argument for the it being better than Dark Knight then?
you actually get to see him be a real detective this time.
Oh,
which
more like yeah, that's
I guess that, and don't get me wrong, that is a lot of why I loved it so much.
Yeah.
Because he is the world's greatest detective.
yeah,
That's
we get
very
to see
true.
that side.
And like, yeah, you get to see that. That's really sweet. But for me, it was. You think about the acting in The Dark Knight.
it was just
It's so top tier.
Perfect. And it wasn't just Heath Ledger. It wasn't just
Christian Bale.
Yeah, it wasn't just Christian Bale. Wasn't just Michael Caine.
Maggie
wasn't
Gyllenhaal, right? That was
No, I think
Rachel. Yeah.
Oh, I thought Maggie Gyllenhaal was the first.
No, she was the second.
Okay,
It was
okay.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
There's so many actors.
I know.
So many actors.
I
The
don't-
girl. It was the girl.
Dude. Yeah, it was Rachel.
It was Rachel.
Yeah.
Rachel won.
Dude, Gary Oldman though, all 3 movies was
yeah.
awesome. Michael Caine, all 3 movies was awesome. I don't know Harvey Dent's actor.
Oh shoot.
Oh my gosh! Wait. What?
I'm looking it up. We need
Yeah,
to know
that's
this.
just a
This is
look up.
big one.
We do need to know this.
Why? Wait. Why am I Morgan Freeman?
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
I was like,
Wow.
I was about to start
Dude.
in a time where, but I
Yeah.
couldn't remember what his name. That's such a stacked cast.
Dude, yes. Dude. No, literally
Aaron Eckhart.
Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah.
Dude, he was awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel
Every
like
single
everyone.
one of them was.
So
Yeah,
good.
there was no one I was like,
Dude.
nah, that stands out.
Maroney's actor was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He was. I actually saw him in a. There's a new show out. It's on HBO Max. It's Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, I think I've seen it on
And
the.
in the second season, he was awesome in that, and he was acting like he was a mobster, like who ran like a wrestling operation in like Memphis or something. But he did like a really good job of it. Yeah, so all the actors in that movie were just awesome.
So now we know what your favorite Batman movie is, but is that stand true with your favorite Batman? Is that Christian Bale, or do you have a favorite Batman
Oh.
that's different?
Robert Pattinson was really, really,
really
good. He was really good. And
Something in the way.
it's not a sign, it's a warning. Dude, the opening to that movie,
It's shot really well.
Yeah,
It is.
the opening to that movie is literally perfect. It's literally perfect.
I need to watch that again. It was so good.
Yeah, no, that's his. I don't rewatch that as much as I do The Dark Knight, but
When's the last time you watched The Dark Knight?
probably 3 weeks ago. I've been watching this.
Is it like a once a month thing now? Like you've kind of
Yeah,
like slowed down
I've slowed down a little bit.
to
'cause-
once a month.
Yeah,
Your baby's
Dude.
getting older.
yeah, dude, I'm rewatching The Sopranos.
Really?
It
Oh
was
my
so.
gosh.
I finished
First, I think the first couple, me and the internet agree. The first couple seasons are my favorite. Now I haven't finished the last 2 episodes yet, which I will be getting frowned
Why,
on.
dude?
I literally told Sam, I go, here's what I need to do before Connor comes, or I will get in trouble.
it, dude.
Did you?
But
Okay.
Sam hasn't seen any Sopranos, right?
I've watched some.
Maybe 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Not to say I
you
can get into
you
it.
need to get in.
I will. I
Yeah.
promise, Connor.
Well, Sam's kind of behind in some shows.
Yeah.
Like Game of Thrones, you never got through.
I got
Breaking
through that.
Bad, you did get through.
I got through Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones.
Oh, you just never tell me when you finished.
I told you when I finished Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, I thought when I asked you about the ending, you didn't like. Did you see Game of Thrones?
did not. Like
I watched it like my brother was watching it, and I'd go like sit on the couch and watch it with him.
But
So
never
I know
full.
it was like going on and everything, but I didn't watch it episode to episode. You know.
That might be
that's
worth.
a really good one.
Yeah.
That's
well,
pretty.
It's
Until you get to the last
yeah.
3 seasons,
Yeah.
and it's still cool, but it loses. It's like
Yeah.
it gets kind of. Well, they was what's the name of the author?
oh shoot,
George Martin.
yeah, George
Yeah.
Martin.
He stopped writing books. He didn't finish his last book, so the creators started doing their own stuff.
and
Once
they
you
got
go
hired
off
to do
the
a
book-
different thing.
Well, they were gonna get hired for that.
Oh,
job.
yeah.
They were gonna get hired to do a Star Wars thing, I think, or a Marvel
really?
That was
thing.
it.
And then they
Really?
lost that job.
Yeah.
because they weren't good.
Yeah. Dude, Star Wars, I love Star Wars so much, but man, they're coming out with so much stuff.
They really
and
are. What was your opinion on Boba Fett?
What do you Mandalorian season part 2.5?
But
That's literally what it was. It was
true.
3 episodes without Boba Fett. Or 2 or whatever it was. I was just like
I did not like what they did with Boba Fett.
No, that wasn't good. And I haven't watched Andor all the way through,
have not
and my
either.
brother loves it.
It was good. When
Yeah,
I
it was
watched
good.
Yeah, no, I only watched like the first 3 episodes, and it was awesome.
I also have only seen
I don't know why I can't get moving on it. Like
There's
some
so
like
many.
Sopranos,
Neither can I.
I was rapid firing.
Yeah.
And then super like it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But I don't know. When I picture Star Wars, it's always lightsabers and
Yeah.
It's not very action heavy
Yeah.
in Andor. It's a lot of
Yeah.
like politics and conversations.
Which I think for me is pretty cool, but like you guys are right. Like Kenobi for me, that was like bread and butter. Like seeing that final fight, and I know some people didn't like Kenobi or whatever. That might be you guys, and that's fine.
oh yeah.
But
I know Connor called me and you were on the phone with me for like 30 minutes describing the fight scene after you saw it. And I remember
loved
being
it.
like, I don't know if I felt that way. And I was
Dude.
like, you had something about Kenobi just clicked with you.
dude, it did because I didn't want to just. Have you guys seen Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah.
So you know the scene where Kenobi destroys Maul,
Yeah.
and it's literally with like 2 slices, and he's done. For me, it was like I didn't want to see that Kenobi yet. I wanted to just see him get to that point, and that's what we got.
Yeah.
It didn't just jump right into him being Jedi Master. He was broken. He had nothing except for to protect Luke. That was it. And I like just seeing him go through that and just like him just absolutely destroying Vader in the second half of that fight. For me, that was just like,
I have a question though.
let's go.
Did you feel like Obi-Wan isn't known for being that strong with the Force? And in that fight, he used the Force a lot.
He was doing a lot of stuff.
And he's more of
This is getting into the nerd
Yeah.
side of Star Wars more than the, I guess, story you could
Yeah.
call it.
Well,
actually, Obi-Wan didn't actually use a lot
the
of
Force is a little bit too powerful in this scene.
let me walk you guys through something.
Okay.
In Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan and Anakin are hand to hand in that really weird scene where they're just like trying to force push each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
But think about it. Anakin's got more metachlorians than like anybody.
Well, we
Connor,
just,
this is why I
we
love
just
you.
wait
Yeah,
1
him
second
and
for
Yoda
everyone.
have the 2 most metachlorians of all time.
Midichlorians are what
And
makes a Jedi
Obi-Wan,
Jedi.
yeah, and Obi-Wan and him were in a stalemate with the Force, so
yeah,
he had to
That's
be
true.
pretty powerful.
that's
But
true. Fair.
that's not. Is Anakin the height of Darth Vader?
What do you mean? Like,
Because that's Anakin.
Like, do you think the thing that
That's-
Sam's asking is, did Anakin get stronger when he became Darth Vader?
because it's known
Well,
that the dark side.
I mean, he
of the
lost.
well,
a lot
I
of
mean,
his-
if he destroyed that many Jedi in the Jedi Temple
That's
a few scenes before that, he had to have been pretty powerful, I
Yeah.
guess. But
He had the help of the clones, but or I guess
yeah,
I guess they were still clones at that point.
I watched the last arc of Clone Wars the other day. So good.
it's
The one with Maul.
There's
yeah.
a cut of like the final season of
with Revenge of the Sith.
Oh my gosh, you might need that.
It's like
Really?
I might have it. It's like a Google Drive.
yeah, we have the Google
download.
Drive.
And it's 4 hours, and it's the last part of Clone Wars. You know when they're cutting to like scenes in Revenge of the Sith,
Yeah.
and it's cut in perfectly, so it flows right in.
Seriously.
And your brain's just like, oh
It's
my god.
so
I might need to
cool.
check that out.
I get when
It's
I
really
watch
cool.
Yeah.
when I watch Revenge of the Sith, the entire time I'm like, no, Anakin, please don't.
Me too.
Yeah.
Please don't. Please don't.
cool.
Which means
Yeah.
maybe that's just a
Dude.
childhood nostalgia.
Yeah.
Are you nostalgized? I don't feel like you're a huge nostalgic. I mean, in music, you kind of mentioned like you grew up with it, but music's different then. Because
Oh, with movies, I'm very nostalgic too.
is there?
Revenge of
Clearly, the
Sith.
Dark Knight nostalgic.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's nostalgia.
I've been
but
watching Dark Knights for a long time
When
too.
Dark Knight was at 2009.
9 or 8.
9 sounds right.
Yeah. but
So 6. So
I didn't like see it when it came
Yeah,
out or
that'd be-
anything. But by the time like
you could.
yeah, I remember I don't know, I was young when I first saw it. Because I remember seeing like Dark Knight Rises, and already have seen Batman Begins and Dark Knight plenty of times, and like knowing what was going on.
Would you ever reenact when Sam and I were younger? We'd reenact like stuff when we were younger.
Oh, yeah.
Would
Oh,
you do that with like?
yeah.
Because I know you have
Yeah.
quite amount of like these. Your neighborhood was like this like group, and now we're
Yeah.
kind of slowly easing into. Would you guys ever act out big? Well, you guys would do. You know what? This is you. This is you.
Yeah,
This is you.
dude. Literally, we all loved Star Wars. Well, I shouldn't say all of us. That was mainly a me, Joseph, and Jerron thing. I know like all the other dudes loved it too. Like you remember Patrick and Reed, who like used to live in our neighborhood. So those two loved it too. But like my other two neighbors, Taylor and Evan, weren't so much into it. What we did a lot was airsoft, and we'd reenact
Oh my
like
gosh.
missions from Modern Warfare 2.
That's awesome.
Like like the snow mission where it's Soap and Commander Price. And
I'm lost.
We never played Call.
Yeah.
We didn't get into
Oh,
Call of
really?
Duty till high school.
okay,
Yeah.
so
And even then, we like barely got
Where we
it.
were
Yeah.
big Nintendo all the
dude.
way.
So there was this mission. It was so cool. It was like in Russia or something. It was just completely like snowed out, and you're just sneaking through the woods
Oh my
with like snowy ghillie suits on. Dude, so cool. So we would reenact that a lot and go play Airsoft Wars like down in our ravines right behind our.
Oh yeah, because
That's
there's a
dude,
huge.
it was so cool. It was
I-
so much fun.
Is it true you guys used to fight each other?
Oh my god, yeah.
Like, what do you mean
every
fight?
day,
Like,
every
brawl?
day, yes.
Over
For fun?
what?
Or-
Over-
Yes. Well,
Why?
no, not for fun. Actually,
Fight Club.
we'd get really upset with each other. I mean,
Was it like, you stole my Matchbox car, now you die? Or like, what was it?
no, I mean, dude, it was all over the map. I mean, there'd be times where, somebody would step on each other's foot playing basketball or something. Bro. That's just,
Like
Yeah.
4-on-4 going at.
Oh my God.
Or was it like 1-on-1? Like everyone's gathered around, like fight.
dude, yeah, no, pretty much like that. And then like literally, dude, we'd get so upset, and it'd always end with like, like, oh, F you or whatever, blah blah blah, like, all that, walking away from each other. And then and then I'd go home, I'd like rant to my parents, I'd be like, I'm done with them, I don't want to hang out with them anymore. And it would be the next morning around like 9 a.m. I'd just be like, all right, I'm going to hang out with the guys again. I was
The
like,
guys.
yeah. And my mom would be like, I thought you were just upset with them. And we were just like, and I was just like, nah.
Done with guys does not last long.
No, not at all. There is no grudges being held.
That's just what goes on.
Dude, the best things would be like when our parents would say we weren't allowed to hang out with like one specific kid from our neighborhood, so we'd have to like sneak around so to hang out with each other. And dude, it was great. Yeah, so like, no, but that was always fun. Yeah, we used to get in a lot of fights though, but it like you said, it would never last long. And then we just did a lot of typical kid stuff. Like we played a lot of football. Like, although I was like a basketball kid, like
You did play football too.
Yeah.
When did you play football?
Up until I was a senior.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had
And
no
then
idea.
yeah. Called it quits after that. And then but I mean, to this day I love football. And I loved it a lot back then. But like, like Joseph and Jerron, they're football dudes.
Oh, yeah.
And so was Patrick and Reed when they still lived in our neighborhood. Our neighborhood was just like, it was a football neighborhood. And like, Brennan, and like he would come over just to give it like even teams. We'd do 4-on-4 football. And dude, those were some chaotic days.
Because Brennan's still playing football, right?
Yeah, Mount Union
And it's-
with Joseph.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did know that. And do you know if Jerron's gonna play?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
he's going on a lot of visits right now.
He's he's so good.
Yeah, dude, I want him to go on a visit to North Central.
That would be so cool.
Dude, they just won the D3 national championship for football.
wow.
Man.
Yeah.
That's how you got to be like, hey, I don't know, Jerron, if you're listening, but that's what you got to do.
Hey, take a wild guess who they played though. Brennan and Joe.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you go watch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went.
That's a tough cheer. Who
Yeah.
do you?
Oh, dude, I was for the most part cheering for North Central, but it would have been cool. Brennan and Joe get a ring.
Oh yeah.
That's still cool. But I don't know. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was at Navy Stadium in Maryland.
man. That's
And,
sweet.
Yeah, no. So we did that Friday, and then the next day I checked out the Naval Academy, which was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
What was it like?
It was something. I'll put it like this: it was something I could never do. That if you're a freshman there, like if it's your first year there, you're like, and you're walking anywhere, you're only allowed to like walk at attention.
Oh my gosh.
Like at all times. Like there's no like leisurely like walking is like what they explained to me. I was just like, that wouldn't be good for me.
Were you going to visit to see if you wanted to go there?
No. No, I wouldn't get in. That's like I think they said it was the best engineering school in the country or something like that.
Jeez.
And I was just like,
Wait,
man.
is that just Navy? Is that
Yeah.
the same thing?
Yeah.
And that's where Trey McGinnis is going, right?
I think he's going to Army.
Oh, Army.
So he's going to West
which is-
Point.
Okay.
This was like right on Chesapeake Bay in Maryland.
Do they all? Is it like set up? I don't really have. Do you know what Naval Academy? Have you seen any? I literally in my head I can't even picture what it looks like. Like, is it a bunch of? Is there's a tons of people there and very
So
serious
just
atmosphere?
Luke, picture like a bunch of battleships on the ground.
Yeah, obviously.
Everyone's playing Battleship, the
Yeah.
board game. Actually,
Yeah.
That's studying.
That's,
Yeah.
B4 hit.
Yes.
A.
And in that exact way, they'd be able to operate a boat at all times just from playing Battleship with one another. Dude.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You could have been like, yeah, it was weird. They were training with Battleship board games,
Yeah.
and I would have been like, wow, that's incredible.
like,
You would have been in
That's a little
shock.
confusing.
Yeah. But did you ever see? Was there just a ton of officers that were walking around the whole time?
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. So there's only a specific amount of officers, and there's just a row of houses that they all live in, and they're really nice houses and everything. So it's just that row of houses, and then there's only one dormitory,
Oh, really?
but
Is
it's
it huge?
It is ginormous.
Is it like army style where it's like huge rooms with like bunks or
No, so it's normal dorm rooms, which I mean, you know what that like?
Yeah.
like it's just
4.
like it's just like a bunk bed on one side, closet. They have like their guns. They have like a gun like closet, I guess. Which I thought was I was just like, all right, that's pretty cool. But dude, like everything in their room is so like to a T. Like their closets are just completely like color coordinated, completely like iron pressed, all of their uniforms, and they're only like allowed to wear uniforms unless they're doing something like athletic. So they did all that. Yeah. Sounds like my type of style, obviously.
No, I can't relax.
Yeah.
I can't wear anything fun. I have to do nothing the whole day. That
Yeah.
sounds like, I mean, but it's obviously that's really like the bad experience of
Yeah.
it. Obviously, you're getting like structure and all these other things.
Yeah.
But is there any side of that draws that to you?
Yeah. Just kind of, I think like the whole discipline aspect of that is really, really cool. And in a way, I think that would be like really cool to do. But also, it's just like, you kind of got to know yourself. If you were going to put yourself in that situation, I wouldn't last. I mean,
It's 4 years, right?
yeah, it's 4 years of just strict discipline, Like, and the school's tough. Like, the
yeah.
schoolwork and everything's tough. So, I mean, just like that, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. You know what I mean? That one dorm, like, the ceiling art and everything was made in, like, 1600s-ish or, like, 1700s. And it was just beautiful. It was like you're walking into the Roman chapel.
Oh my God.
I was just like, wow.
How old? Do you know how old Navy is?
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Let me take back that last statement. Not that old. It would be like 1808 would be it, because it started, they made it like 4 years before the War of 1812. Because like America was like, our ships were getting like bombed or something by the British. And so they made a naval academy.
And then it just was amazingly beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they just
like,
made
let's
it,
just
like,
make this really good.
yeah, they just made it like the most beautiful thing of all time, apparently.
I wonder, I feel like there's so many schools out there. Like, I don't even realize how many there are.
Yeah.
There's an insane amount. I wonder what the number is per state, if like there's an average.
It's like, it's got to be. I mean, did you ever visit the school in Florida?
That I was thinking about going?
Yeah.
No. I was on a trip to Naples, which is like an hour and 15 minutes away from it. But I was hanging out with some of the Naples people, so I was just like, I was like, that can wait for another time.
Yeah.
And then I just like, I don't know, we got out of contact with each other, so I was like, I'll let that go.
And that would be such a big jump to go to Florida.
Yeah.
Because we've been thinking about Florida State. That's where we would transfer to if we do continue school or whatever.
Yeah.
But that, it's so far to just go and leave everything.
It's hard to come back home too. I mean, like you've got
100%.
like 20 hours, or probably not 20 to Florida State. I think it's like 18.
Yeah. It's like
driving?
Still.
Driving. No, it's a hike.
Yeah, you would have to, I don't know, it would be cost so much already to go out of state and then.
Yeah.
Well, how far are you? Isn't it like
2 hours?
It is, okay.
Yeah, and I made pretty good time yesterday.
Oh yeah, I'm
believe
sure
it or
you
not.
did.
Yeah.
I'm sure you made pretty good time.
Yeah. No, yeah, I'm like 2 hours away, which already, 2 states away just for me feels a little weird, but I kind of knew the area decently well.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously I'd been over there like shopping with my mom and stuff before, so I kind of knew a little bit what it was gonna be like just being in that community. Here's the thing I'll say. The first couple of days sucked. The first couple of days, I just remember I was sitting there and I was like, this is really weird. I like don't really want to be here right now. I kind of wish I could just go home. And then it got a little better the next week. Those first 2 weeks felt like they were 3 months long. And I remember my dad came and picked me up brought me home for Labor Day weekend. And that kind of just like set me at ease. When I went back, I was just like, all right, this is nice.
I can still go back home and get a taste, but now I'm kind of in my own.
Yeah.
Because being back here definitely does feel, once you're not in high school, you're seeing the same people, but you're not going to school really with them. And it has a weird feeling.
It does.
And that, it's both ways is a weird. Being back or leaving is the same, like.
Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, I met a good group of friends at school. So now it's just like, obviously, no, I don't have the history with them as I do with my St. Joe friends here, but it's just as welcoming going back to see them as it is like coming to see like my friends here. So that makes it a lot easier. You know what I mean? And and like my parents, they come to like all my games I've had over there.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah. So I see my parents every week. And so I like, if I'm ever like missing like my family, like I know they'll be over in a few days and stuff. So it's just like, all right.
How often do you come home? Is it like once a month?
Not a ton. Let's see. I came home Labor Day. Then I had Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then I wanted to see at least one St. Joe game like this year, especially with, how many kids like were our teammates last year.
Yeah.
I was just like,
well, and you grew up with Jerron and just seeing like, and it is fun to watch.
Yeah.
Because they are good.
Yeah. No, they're good.
It's actually just like entertaining to watch.
Yeah. No, that was fun last night. So I thought I'd just come catch at least one game. I'm going back at like 3 today.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
What are you studying at school? It's sports management, right?
Sports management.
And is that something that is drawn to you hard, or is that more of a, okay, this is what I think I could have other passions, but this is a good steady thing I could do?
So I kind of looked at it at first like that. Like, it was just like, all right, sports management, that's pretty cool. I was like, I think it'd be fun to like work for like a sports organization or, you know, however, there's a lot of fields that go into it really. Sports is a big market. But I was just sitting there and like our like sports management professors started like actually telling us about like the stuff that goes into it. And he was talking about like how like internships was a big thing that jumped out to me. He was like, all right, you guys are going to have to do an internship. He was like, and it's got to be somewhere in Chicago. So in my mind, that like jumped out to me. I was like, well, think of how many teams Chicago has.
It's true.
Like how many teams I could like branch out and like reach out to. And then if I really enjoy my internship there, if I meet the right people, they could put me in a good position to like, you know, possibly work for them in the future.
Be like the Bulls official manager.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Well, I was at an NBA game, and it's crazy. Like, it would be so fun to be on the floor. Or because, I mean, I just immediately assumed basketball, but you're connected to all sports.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a baseball, right?
Yeah.
There's some time you played baseball.
What are the sports what are the sports you've all dived into?
So, when I was younger, basketball, baseball, football were my three.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
Do you have any side missions?
Well, here's the thing. The main side mission, which has become my like number 2 sport, is golf.
Oh,
Really?
I've been golfing so much. Obviously,
When did
not
that
right
start?
now. So I wasn't a huge golfer really. I knew it. I knew the sport pretty well, but like I didn't play really at all. And then I knew caddying was like a really good summer job.
Yeah.
So I went out to Lost Dunes and I got a job caddying. I was like, nice. And then I was just like caddying for people playing and they were just having a blast. And I was just like, maybe I'll go play. So I go out and I remember I just like sucked one round and like one of my friends was like making fun of me. And I was just like,
Let the fire.
I was like, that's not going to happen again.
Did you like just
Your
go
roots-
start like practicing? Or
Oh,
like-
dude, I played every single day.
Really?
That summer.
You were playing. I remember you playing a ton. You're like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
going golfing. Actually, after this, I'm
Dude.
going.
We were going golfing. On AAU tournaments.
Oh yeah,
Just like if we'd have like a 2-hour stretch where we'd have
That's
nothing.
awesome.
Dude, I was just going golfing. Might
I
as
think
well.
golf. I mean, Sam, you don't golf, and I don't golf.
I golfed when I was a kid for years.
Oh yeah, you did have golf
Really?
club. Sam had club, but I don't know.
I didn't like it.
I don't feel like it was that much. It was like kind of.
No, I didn't enjoy it, but I did it.
He
I've
did it.
only been. I get so carried away when I'm golfing to just make it funny. After I start sucking, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna crush it.
Yeah.
And I think that would be hilarious. This is in the future. Go out and golf. Us three golf would be.
Oh, dude,
I
that'd
mean,
be a blast.
no shot. You would kill us.
Oh, yeah.
But we do
Well-
stuff. We like give you sets of
Well,
things. You
I
have.
I did
Whoa,
go. I
whoa,
did go
Sam
golfing
golfed.
with my mom
Yeah.
last summer.
Yeah. Hey, Sam's a golfer.
So maybe we have a shot, and maybe we give you like, hey Connor, you got to play one hand only.
Okay.
With
Just
drunk goggles on.
only let me use my pitching wedge. Dude,
How do you make you do putt
Yeah.
the whole time? We'd probably
putting
so
with
lose.
the backside of the wedge.
Oh my god!
That'd be a blast.
But that'd be
Just
so
only
fun.
putter, only putter, even on the rough.
Oh, dude, the Texas wedge. So Ethan Ross used to do. He used to only use a driver and a putter.
What?
Dude,
how you do it?
It's called the Texas wedge. It was great.
That's hilarious.
Dude, it was awesome.
Golf clubs are so expensive though.
They are.
Did
I got,
you get them from someone, or did you like, buy
no.
them?
So it was like my big like Christmas present. Not this year, the year before was yeah.
What's your brand of choice?
Callaway. Callaway.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
do
more
have
of a
Callaway
Tellaway. Or
I've worn that hat,
TaylorMade
actually.
guy.
Yes, you
I stole
have.
it on accident
Yeah.
one day at basketball.
More
I
of a
got your
TaylorMade
hat.
guy.
Oh yeah.
Taylor-
That's the only
TaylorMade?
brand I got.
I was at
Do you know more golf brands? That's the
I
only one
actually
know.
this is hilarious. I was at Harbor Shores. I was with Ethan Fineweaver was caddying, and I was
Yeah.
talking. They had TaylorMade was there and a bunch of other brands, and I was just chatting up with the
Yeah.
guys that sold them. And for some reason, I was just so into asking about golf clubs. I was like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah.
what's the speed on this? What's that? And I just
Yeah.
was checking out for like an hour and a half.
Oh, dude.
And I literally was looking, and I was like, I think I'm gonna get into golf.
Yeah.
And then to this day, I do not.
Never
I
picked it
mini
up?
golf. I mini golf.
Nice.
I'm
And
hey,
he mini golfs well.
I get a little tricky when I mini golf. I
Oh,
go
yeah?
between my legs. Do you ever get fancy when you golf?
Backflips or anything?
I mean, yeah, but you know that's kind of a given.
Okay, can you do the thing where they throw the ball up and then they smash it?
No, I cannot.
I can't-
I'm
I've
not
tried
one. Of,
so
I'm
many
not one of
times.
those TikTok like, dude. Those dudes' eye hand coordination is
Out of it.
ridiculous.
It's so hard.
Especially the
I've never seen it. They just throw it up and
So
then.
what they do is they toss the ball, then they go back with their hands and they just hit it with a driver as hard as they can.
it's
And
like
it
a
looks
base.
nuts.
It's like a baseball swing
Yeah,
with
pretty much.
with a driver.
And they hit it when, like, right as it hits the ground.
No, they hit
No,
it in the air.
no, in the air.
It's so insane.
in the air.
Oh my gosh.
I could do that with baseballs. Like I just like
Yeah.
with wiffle balls and stuff. I mean that's easy enough. But like
All
golf
the
ball-
weight's on the end of a golf club. and
Yeah.
you have to hit it with that much surface
Yeah.
area.
No, that's
I've tried and I
ridiculous.
feel like an idiot. I'm like, I got one try and that's all I'm doing.
So
Dude,
we could try that.
yeah.
That's
And those dudes look like it's just normal to
Oh,
them.
Yeah, I know.
Like they're doing
They're
it
all
so
at Top
easily.
Golf.
Yeah. Dude. No, there's like full on like actually like raging. Like getting hit.
Top Golf is expensive.
Dude, so expensive.
I've only been one time.
Me too.
AAU tournament.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. Dude,
That was against when you played, because George actually golfed. He went. He
Yeah.
golfed really. Is he playing golf now somewhere?
I don't know. I know
Wasn't
he
that his thing,
I know he
but-
goes like I think he goes to Glen Oaks maybe, but I don't know if he golfs there or not.
I just completely forgot he went to Niles his last year too.
Yeah.
I did forget that.
Yeah, he went there for 2 years.
Oh, yeah,
Almost,
last year.
almost got us both times we played.
Oh
him.
my. Well, he
Dude.
would do such a funny. He would roll his shorts up all the way.
Yeah, and then the moms would be making
Yeah.
Snapchat posts about him, like what's going on. I was like, oh,
We won't get in. Sorry, George. George is not listening. 100%.
let's hope not.
Hey, it was a look, George. Okay, you have to
Yeah.
be a little honest about yourself there.
It was a look. His dad actually owns a really nice course in Buchanan.
Oh, a whole course.
Yeah. Or I think actually no, I think he's I don't know if he owns it or he's just the club pro.
What
But
does that mean? What's a club pro?
it's it's like a manager.
Oh, okay.
Like so say I mean obviously somebody owns a restaurant, but you make somebody a manager.
yeah.
That's kind of what the club pro
I was
is.
picturing like this is the best guy, and you see him, he's the club pro.
Oh no, there goes
Yeah.
the club pro.
Yeah.
He can do the thing where he throws and hits it.
He can do the one hand
Like
toss.
stars.
Yeah.
He's a 5-star. He's doing this. When we were talking about accessories for basketball, I remember the headband.
Oh yeah.
There-
Headband CJ.
Connor he would wear a headband, and it was the most legendary thing ever.
I know about his. I saw him play a little.
Oh yeah, you were at
Yeah.
some of our games.
Yeah.
Is the
Those were
headband
some-
continuing?
Oh yeah.
Different headband, same headband.
Same headband.
Same headband.
Ever washed?
Yeah. I watch it after every game.
Mikey
I'm
didn't.
not
I'm glad.
Mikey didn't watch.
I know, but didn't Mikey have like?
Mikey was using everyone else's stuff.
Oh,
he would borrow
that's
like
right.
someone else's undershirt.
Well, the headband wasn't mine.
That.
I took two of Matt Lanier's. Neither of the two were mine.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So you had Matt's, but that was that's what happened.
Yeah.
What's mine is yours.
Yeah.
That's how it works in the locker room.
Dude, well, the thing is, he wasn't wearing it at first. He kept wearing the little, like, really thin headband. And it would
Oh,
just
yeah.
go right here. So I was like, hey, can I take two of those?
Oh, yeah,
was
he would
just
wear
like,
it, yeah.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Oh, you did ask. I thought it was.
Yeah, I
something
thought it was
you
just
took.
like
Yeah.
I thought you were like, okay,
Yeah.
Matt, I don't know where those went.
Now,
That's
what-
clearly mine. I don't know where they went.
Yeah. Matt, I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing me here.
Do you remember this? I think this is maybe senior year. I would pose the question to you, Connor. Would you ever want to be a rock star or like a
yeah.
musician? And I have this vision of you just being this crazy, taking all this stuff you've learned. Is there some little like speck of you that's like maybe, or is
That's why the guitar playing has existed.
That's what-
Yeah.
You're like, oh, there's this sliver of hope.
I mean, that'd be so cool. Yeah. I mean, if there was like a shot of me making something out of that, yeah, I would do it. But I mean, in my near future,
Yes.
music's a hard road.
I like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna learn it and everything. But in my near future, do I see myself becoming a very well-known bass player across the world and country? No.
I do.
I do too. I see the future.
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, we would be behind. You could be like, guys, I really want to be a K-pop star.
Like, yep.
We're like, let's go, Carter. Let's go.
We're moving to Korea.
Dude, I would be good at that. Because
What makes you say that? That's such a.
they have a lot of flair. I could do that.
There's
I
only
wouldn't-
one problem.
I don't know how to speak Korean.
Yes.
Little language barrier. I know.
Most
but
K-pop stars are Korean. That might be another block. I'm not sure.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, K-pop star Conner Wright.
Yeah.
6'6".
Dude, but I think I could like
All the choreography
yeah,
dance.
all like the gyrations and everything. I think I'd be great at that.
The gyration.
Yes. That's what I see when I'm watching these videos on.
You watch a lot of K-pop videos?
Dude, on TikTok, they're always on my For You page. It's like that and South Park.
You know what that means, Connor? Whatever's on your For You page is what you like watching.
Oh, dude,
Either you're
some
going to
of
be
it.
a
Oh, dude,
producer
some
of
of
South
it.
Park, or you're going to be a K-pop star.
Yeah.
Either.
Dude, if I got the chance to meet Trey Parker and Matt Stone, I would be so happy.
Are you big into South Park?
Oh yeah. God, I remember
Oh, yeah.
we watched a couple episodes. That was funny.
Yeah.
I was supposed to leave at like 12. I ended up leaving at 1:30.
Yeah.
I was at
I kept
standing on
showing you
Connor's door
South
for
Park.
1:30 because
Yeah.
Connor and I kept going back and forth.
Dude, I know. We were just talking about South Park. Oh my God, it's such a good show. It's like, to me, that humor is like, it's just like, it's supposed to be stupid, like in a lot of moments, but they're being smart the way they're writing it because sometimes it's just like really funny
Yeah.
to see people be stupid. And there's specific characters you see like be like that in the show. I think that's so funny.
Kinda.
Like-
I've been hitting you with the what's your favorite a lot. What's your favorite South Park character? Is there one that comes-
Randy Marsh, Stan's dad, is by far.
I don't know why I asked that. I don't know any South Park
Yeah,
characters.
we're not big. Yeah.
Dude,
What's your favorite? We're both like,
I was like, Randy?
yeah,
Who's
Randy.
that?
dude. It's just like, for me, like a quarter of the reason why I love that show is their voices. Their voices are so funny.
That's
Isn't
true.
it mostly one guy voices like
It's two of them. It's Trey Parker voices. I don't know which guys they specifically voice, but it's like Trey Parker voices however many, and then Matt Stone voices however many.
Okay.
And they just like, they're just so good at it. And like some of the like noise effects they make is hilarious. I love it.
And I mean, it just shows you don't need an insane budget to make.
Oh yeah,
Like
Yeah,
the
they've
first
done the
couple
same-
episodes are literally 2D
yeah.
hopping
Yeah.
around.
No,
how many seasons is South Park? Do you know?
Is it like 20?
24, I think.
Are they still coming out with more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, so they're gonna keep it going for a while, I think. I mean, and the thing is, they had maybe 2 bad seasons. All right, I just like didn't watch because they tried doing like storylines and everything, and that's not really South
Got to
Park.
do the one episode arc.
Yeah, no, and that worked well for them. And then they they did like one season of like internet trolls, and it just wasn't funny. And I was just like,
That would be a fun job, writer.
oh my God, for
Writing
them,
for South
dude.
Park, that would be hilarious.
Dude, they literally wrote an episode in 24 hours.
Oh, I believe
And made an episode in 24 hours. Like, that's insane.
I wonder how fast they do pump those out because the animation is I wonder if it's hard or not.
I
anymore.
wonder, yeah, once you get a big enough team, it would probably become so simplified.
Yeah.
Like, writing jokes is not easy at
No,
all,
no,
but
yeah.
it would be.
The jokes is like one thing. I feel like, yeah, they have I mean, they're keeping the lights on pretty much at Comedy Central right now.
Yeah.
So, like, they're bringing in so much money. So, you know, their team,
true.
like, animation team and everything is, like, ginormous. And, you know, if you're doing that every single week, you're just going to be able to, like, do it.
Yeah, get in
Like,
the zone.
yeah.
Like, you show up to work. Oh, I get to write a funny, over the top joke. Like, that would
Yeah.
be so. That's like, I would love doing that.
I know. Dude, that would be a blast.
Something I'm still mad at myself is I've never sent you the script template.
Dude.
I was supposed to send Connor a script template probably almost a year and a half ago.
Yeah. And we
And
just still haven't
guess what?
done it.
I'm gonna forget again. I'm always like, yes, let's go. Because do you still write a little bit?
Yeah.
Because you would write.
Now,
You were
what
writing.
does that mean? What kind of writing are you doing?
Just writing.
Well, Connor.
Just like your regular like high school writing. But the thing is, I'm in a writing class right now.
Okay.
So
Well, we had
just write a lot.
we had the vision to do it. I said, Conner Wright, writer. I'll direct it. Yeah, let me just have you write this thing.
Just lay out one big
And
story.
you know, I wanted to do this big adventure film, which we're actually starting
Yeah.
to work on and growing our team a little bit more. I think we're gonna have like $3,000-$4,000 budget for it.
Seriously?
That's what we're gonna.
Oh, dude,
I'm
that
saving
would be
up
a
for.
blast.
That might be something you book some time to figure out.
I
Because
guess it could be on the team.
I guess if
Yeah.
you really wanted to help us, even just saying,
Listen.
"Hey, assistant writer," to like.
Dude,
It would
that'd
be
be
so.
sweet.
But there's so many ideas. The adventure genre is so. I mean, you can't like. I don't know. There's so many adventure movies and it always goes the
Yeah.
same way. But for some reason, I feel like you would find that twist.
Oh, dude, if you just gave me like a formula and just like maybe like what you guys had in mind, I could just figure out something to elaborate. Like I could just come up with something just like really like random.
We're gonna hold you
or
to that.
something. Oh, trust me. I'm very
We have this on air.
Oh, I'm fine with
This
that.
is live.
I'm very down to do that.
That'd be so cool. Because then you could meet. Actually, Kamari the other day probably will help out with it.
Oh, nice.
He texted me about he wants to get back into video stuff, and I'm all over anyone
Yeah.
that wants to do any stuff.
Yeah.
He'll come on the podcast eventually too. He's gonna do some YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
He's talked to me about it, so that'd
Dude,
be cool.
that'd be fun.
We got to find some. We're scouting actors right now. So
Mark
this will
Ring.
be- Mark Ring.
Obviously.
Has to
Easy
be in it.
actor.
He's got to be the star.
He's got to be.
Dude, I watched that. He did really, really good.
Yeah,
in
he's-
you guys' last film.
He's actually pretty solid at. I feel like if his confidence isn't always there for like writing and stuff.
Yeah. Dude, well, I mean, if anybody knows movies, it's Mark Ring.
He's
Yeah.
got the most insane bank of knowledge
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
wouldn't know until you like ask him a question about it, and then he like rants off what the '97 Oscars movies were, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah, it is
Dude.
true.
I'm being serious. I bring up anything about movies or music to him. He's just on top of it.
We were driving to maybe it was, did we go to Louisville together, right? I think we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
And
we
it was
did.
maybe like, what was it, 5? I mean, you know how long it takes to get 5
Yeah,
hours? Maybe 4?
like 4.5, 5.
It was basically the first hour or two of the podcast. Or no, the car ride.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just so locked in. Everyone.
That's pretty much how it was.
Was you and my dad just talking about. And I remember, like, I kind of started to doze, and I was like, I woke back up, and you guys are still going. I'm like,
Yeah.
which would be, I feel like that would be in the future, having us two, and then you and my dad, and then
Yeah.
almost being like, all right, let's mute our mics, and you guys just
Yeah.
That would be awesome, actually.
just talk the whole time about.
Dude, and the thing is, like, I wasn't even like making eye contact with him. I was like
Yeah.
laying down in the
Yeah.
very back seat, and he's just driving, and I was just like yelling up to him, like at the front seat, and we were just
Yeah,
talking.
he was in the
dude.
front, you're in the back. We're just.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, those I'll always remember, and that's something I appreciate you so much too. Looking like bringing me into first bringing me into the St. Joe world, then bringing me into the AAU world.
Yeah.
Because it was you and Mikey and your dad and the Allgeiers, I feel like, made that
Yeah.
process. Because I literally was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, thanks,
Dude.
Connor.
Well, for you, I mean, like, just like the way you play is just so fast paced and so like you're electric around the rim and everything.
Thanks, Connor.
You're, no, but it's true. I mean, seriously. And like the players I was playing against in AAU, I was just like, Luke can play so much like these dudes. I was like, if we like got him here with us, I was like, he could like just get so much better going against these dudes. And you did. You just like took off, like, you know, especially like that last year of AAU. Like, that was a fun team.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
That was a good group of guys.
Yeah. I think all of us got better too.
Oh,
All of
yeah.
us had good senior years, like every kid on that team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that also is huge credit to Scott,
Yeah.
who's probably the best coach I've ever had in my life,
Yeah.
besides Dale Wright, obviously. But Scott had just a way of, and that could be an interesting person to talk to on here too. Would be he was
dude.
just so like he just understood how kids work and how basketball works and how to like mesh those together.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I didn't even like you can make anything fun.
Yeah. Dude, no, I mean, seriously. And like, I played for NBA the year before, and I remember I just didn't have a good year. It just wasn't fun. Like, you know, blah, 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 whatever went into it. But I remember Scott made, you know, IABC, made the new team the next year. And when he said, like, I'm going to be like coaching and I'm going to be like running it, and we're going to have like, you know, Schmiel, Coach Barker, you know, he lists off a name of coaches. I was just like, yeah, I'm in. Like immediately. And they like said, like, we're bringing in, like, he asked you. And then he was like, could you talk to Luke Ring for me? I was like, yeah.
Oh yeah. You and Mikey were like, hey, what do you think?
Yeah.
And I just was like, I don't know. I was kind of nervous about, that was where I've been on and off basketball. I'm not really on and off, but I was always kind of like, this is so much. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that was a big step, and I'm so glad I did, because that's some of the most fun I've ever had doing.
Dude, just like the car rides and everything going into it, the car rides, even the practices were fun. The tournaments were a blast. I mean, all of that was just a fun experience. Remember in like open gyms, we'd do the thing. Like I would just pass it to you, and immediately you knew where I was going.
Oh,
and like I would just get a pass going to the basket and just wide open layups and everything. I was just like that was just money.
We had this one play, Sam. I would run. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw this up for the audio listeners as well. Actually, you know what, Sam?
Draw
I just
Give them a blank
That's
sheet.
really loud. Sorry, guys.
boom, 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 boom. It's like, okay, at the top, if the elbow, if you don't know, how would you describe the elbow to someone that doesn't know?
A little corner of the paint.
Where you're shooting from the free throw line. Let's just say, pretty much the free throw line.
Say that, guys. I'm proud.
I'm standing right here. I don't know how Connor and I developed this. Probably just our natural instinct.
It just happened.
Probably just our amazingness, honestly.
Yeah, probably.
Connor has the ball. He would throw it to me and then just go like this, and I would just chuck the ball. Yeah. And it got kind of bad because I just started turning off my brain. I was like, all right, Connor's going, throw.
Dude, yeah, no.
You're kind of like, it either works or it doesn't.
No, there'd be times where I like wouldn't go. And Luke would still just throw it.
And I'm like, I really was like, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
I wasn't mad about it. I was
just
like, well, he's looking for me.
Well, because
if anyone wants to see that drawing, here it is.
Let's just turn it to that camera.
That was a great catch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful drawing.
Well, it's not really going to pick it up, but you guys get it.
You guys can see my beautiful drawing.
Yeah. What a piece of artwork.
We would always, we were like, you got to get at least 10 points this game. If one of us was close, we'd always chase the 10 points.
Dude, no, seriously, if one of us had 10 points and the other didn't, like that ball was immediately going to each other. Like awesome. Every time. It was, it was fun.
We also communicated, I feel like, way better than everyone else. Yeah. Like, where would be, everyone else would kind of,
with the 5 seniors.
Yeah, that's true.
All 5 of us really communicated well. And the thing is, the juniors, like, you can see them this year. They really communicate well. I think that's just a thing when you're on varsity basketball. You get to your senior year and you've had people you've played with your entire life. Communicating gets really easy, especially because there's also things, if you want to be a little mean and kind of tell somebody off, you can do that.
You've never done that, Connor.
No, I never did that.
Well, I would be like, I basically had like a protection over me.
Yeah.
I had like zero.
I didn't do it to you. I really very rarely ever yelled at you just because I knew what you were thinking. Like, it was almost like when you had the ball, I was kind of like seeing it through your eyes and stuff. And a lot of the stuff you did, like if you would ever make a mistake, or honestly, I could really see it from anybody's point of view. If we were like making mistakes, I knew it wasn't because any of us were selfish. And I could live with that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just whatever happened, you know, like kind of just, it's just a mistake. Granted, I still yelled at a lot of people for those mistakes, but.
It's out of love. It's out of love, probably.
Yeah. Trevor Vucek at practice. That'll be awesome.
Sorry, Trevor, if you're watching this.
Hey, sometimes get a little upset.
Yeah, sorry, Trevor.
Yeah.
But it was so good. I mean, those will always be memories we have.
Yeah.
And I don't think they could have been what they were. I mean, no AU, we wouldn't have. I mean, that's where we really connected
100%.
more.
Yeah.
And we probably definitely. I remember when I watched the first movie I saw with you was Logan. I realized that. I was like, how in the world?
That's the first time
I was like,
we've
how
ever
in the
watched a
world?
movie.
Is this the first movie we watched together?
That's a great
good
that's a
movie
great
to watch.
That's a great first
good movie.
though.
Very good movie.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah,
Dude.
it's very good.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Wolverine's my second favorite superhero of all time. He's the only one that even comes like close to like rivaling Batman.
The Bat.
Yeah.
No one will take that away. You would have to watch Logan 1,000 times.
I've watched it a lot, honestly.
But not as much as The Dark
No,
Knight,
not
clearly.
close.
A lot is
not
like
close. 5,
5, 6, 7. Like for me, watching a movie a lot of times is like, okay, I've seen Lord of the Rings probably like 20, 25 times. And I'm like, wow,
dude,
300 to 1,000.
Yeah,
Is that
that
number
is
a little
nuts.
inflated?
dude. Well, I said anywhere between, but I mean
301.
It's like
That's
between
enough-
300 and like
yeah.
a million or somewhere in there.
that's a number you could probably put a pin in, and I'd be like, yeah, around there. But I mean, I've been watching that movie like religiously since I was like
When did that movie's kind of recent. That's not that old.
Dark Knight or Logan.
Logan.
Oh no, I'm talking about Dark Knight.
Oh, okay, okay.
Logan, I've watched a ton. That was probably 18
or 19, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
something around that. That movie was so perfectly
Hugh
done.
Jackman.
Yeah. Isn't the director of Logan making the new Indiana Jones?
Yes. I think I texted you about that.
I think you
said,
did.
yeah. And I'm very, we just actually released an episode before this talking about the 2023 movies.
Yeah.
We talked about Indiana Jones, and Disney's has control. Disney kind of destroys everything I love right now.
You've talked about a lot of DC, and now we're in the Disney realm.
Marvel.
What do you feel about Marvel? Just
Are you tired of superheroes right now? I feel like everyone is a little bit.
Yeah, I
been
am.
rough.
I kind of thought I was fine with the new Spider-Man movies coming out. I really was. I was just like, you know what? What did he have? 1 or 2 movies before Endgame?
I think it was 2. Or no,
Okay.
yeah, it was 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too.
So I was like, they could make another movie or 2 with him. Because, I mean, I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm a Tobey guy just because I love those movies so much. But I like Tom Holland a lot as Spider-Man. So I could see a few more movies of that. But like the whole Doctor Strange breaking the
Yeah.
time barrier.
Multiverses.
Yeah,
Oh,
multiverses. It's just for me. I'm just getting a little like,
I feel like everyone is. I
what's
don't know.
going on?
I don't know anyone that's like, yes,
I
a new multiverse movie.
being confused and seeing the same thing over and
Yeah.
over again with bad special effects.
I wish I was confused.
Yeah.
Such simple
I wish
story.
I-
Yeah. Dude, I know a lot of people didn't like Love and Thunder.
Oh no.
I did, just because it was fun.
Yeah, it's kind of
I-
like a Fast and Furious watch.
Yeah, that's the thing for me. I don't take any of these Marvel movies anymore seriously.
Yeah.
That probably
That's
helps.
probably a good stance to take.
Yeah, we go
probably
a little
lot
hard,
easier.
like that writing is garbage.
like,
Yeah,
watching, we're
I'm
like,
not sitting there nitpicking anything that's going on anymore.
We are.
It's
Yeah.
just kind of like enjoying it. Oh, this is
Yeah.
it's a movie. They're gonna keep making it.
Because immediately in my mind, I was comparing it to Ragnarok, which I did like a lot.
Yeah.
And it was very funny.
Ragnarok
And
was fun.
It was trying, in my mind, it was trying so hard to be Ragnarok.
Without, yeah,
That's probably, yeah. I probably agree
I don't
with
want to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, dude, no, I'm not like in love with this movie or anything. I just sat down,
Just for
kind of
fun.
enjoyed it, and I
Yeah.
was just like, all right.
that's so liberating to
Yeah.
do. I mean, just to like
you
not
can-
dive into it and just
I don't
watch.
do that with I kind of am a tough critic with a lot of movies, but not with Marvel anymore. I know where they're
That's
going.
smart.
I know where they're going with all of this, and it's just kind of cash grabs at this point, you know.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like DC. For me, it's a lot of Batman. I don't watch.
I mean, they're gonna
a
have an
ton of
Aquaman movie and a Flash movie, 2023.
Yeah, I don't watch a ton of DC besides Batman, really.
And yeah, I mean, it's DC, Superman. They did so many Superman movies.
I
In
know.
the past, they have not.
I do
done
like the
great
old
DC
old
movies.
Superman. I grew up on watching old Superman movies.
Yeah.
So the Superman theme was that John Williams,
Yeah.
right?
I
One
think
of
so. Yeah.
His last movie is Indiana Jones.
last forever.
Really?
Yeah.
And probably Steven Spielberg's too. I was listening.
Well,
to
Steven
he said-
Spielberg's producing it. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think Spielberg's last. Maybe Fableman's will be his last. thing.
Yeah.
That
He
could be
said-
a cool way.
He said he's done all like his dreams he's wanted to do with film.
Ah, Steven.
I know. I was like,
What if he
That's okay,
produced
maybe.
my adventure film?
Yeah.
Indiana Jones 6.
Dude,
we'll give
that'd
you a
be so
$50
cool.
Panera gift card.
Yeah. I can give you all of our
We've got,
budget.
listen, Steven, we've got a lot to offer over here. Just hear us out. How do you like one free trip to Chick-fil-A?
It is in
We have to
Battle
drive
Creek.
30 minutes.
It's
but
yeah, we don't have anything close, so
Do with that what you will.
do with
But-
that what you will.
Dude, yeah. No, that would be cool though. I think Indiana Jones, if he would be the one directing it, I think that'd be, I mean, if that was his last movie and it was John Williams' last time doing the music for a movie,
It's gotta be.
so cool. That'd be so
I really
cool.
hope that they don't mess it up.
They-
Let's just stay optimistic.
Yeah, it's
Let's
gonna be
just-
good.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Besides the new Batman, I've kind of pained my way through a lot of movies recently.
Have you looked at the list of movies that are?
I haven't.
It might be an interesting then if you're driving back. Listen to the 2023 episode.
Yeah,
We'd mention
okay.
the top 40 that are coming out. They're stacked. 2023 has stacked with what's coming out. Maybe not. Maybe it's quantity, not quality.
Let me just give you two
Okay.
words: Mario movie.
Mario movie.
Is that
I am
the
pumped about the Mario
It's
movie.
actually 4 words: the Super Mario movie.
Oh,
Or is it? I'm
there
not
you go.
sure.
I think it is the Super Mario movie.
dude?
So 4 words for you: the Super Mario movie.
Dude, that's a game changer. That's a
I
game changer.
think
I'm
it's gonna
going
be
in
incredible.
optimistic
It's
now.
going to be incredible.
Yeah.
It is.
I actually think it'll be incredible.
Dude, not. I think
It looks funny. I'm gonna laugh.
gonna go see it.
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
watch. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna enjoy
Yeah.
it. That's
It's like
what's gonna
I don't know if you saw Sonic 2. It was good. It was fun.
I didn't see Sonic.
Sam and I work with we work with two we work with 2 autistic kids and they're in love with Sonic 2. They
Okay.
say it's the best movie of all time. So you just got on their bad list that you said
Yeah.
you don't like Sonic 2.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I
you
didn't
just
see
haven't
it.
seen
Yeah.
True. It's,
Listen,
Ben and Jacob, it's okay.
Listen, I'm open to see anything. I'll sit down and
You'll watch
watch a movie.
anything.
Yeah, dude.
Anything?
Oh, I thought you said something.
I did too. I didn't
No.
go with the end.
Yeah. No, I really haven't seen the list at all for like what's coming out.
So maybe just keep your eyes open for that list.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be.
And I'll send you I have an article I had that had them all with like the trailer
Yeah.
pulled up and a quick synopsis.
Nice.
And that's also for you guys to go watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone out there.
Everyone can go watch that.
This has been incredible, Connor.
This has been.
We could
Catching
talk
up.
forever.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could talk.
I
This is
think
what-
that's the problem with
this
us
is-
three.
yeah,
Is
I
this
was
could
like-
keep going for
I was like,
another 12
but we want
hours.
to. We want to give the people a little tease.
Yeah.
And
And
where's
then
Connor? Please bring him
he's
back.
gotta come back, I
Sorry,
guess.
Everyone. Sorry,
Listen.
everyone.
I could make another guest appearance if that's what
I
the
guess
fans need.
if you really want to, we can do that.
We can
mean-
do, we can do golf. We have all these ideas we
Yeah.
can do. I think a basketball thing would be, have Sam play in our game with us.
Oh, dude, if we did a basketball game,
That'd be so
that'd be a
fun.
blast.
Have kind of all the guests. Scott Port. Scott Port's
yeah.
taking us to where he grew up to eat the world famous gizzards.
Oh, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Or he grew up in Potterville.
Yeah, but it's,
Oh, that's
So
right. That's
Joe's
right.
Gizzards. There's this crazy place. We're gonna get going again.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
shut it
and
down.
I don't want to shut it down, but we know you have time. We just want to give the fans a tease. We don't want to give them the full cake
All
right now. We
I'm
don't wanna
fine.
give them the
I'm
full-
good with that.
We're getting them
I'm good
the
with that.
icing. We're
Now-
letting them taste the icing.
I'm putting you on the spot. Close us out. Say
With
what?
what?
Say what you want to say to the people.
Do you want people to check
Check
you
me out
or
on the
anything?
gram. Check me out.
Add me on the
CJ.
Snap.
All right, you guys, here's what I'm going to say. You guys don't have to check me out on anything, but, just keep your ear to the grindstone. You'll be hearing the name Conner Wright very soon.
Yes, you
I'll come
will.
up with something random and just go do it. And that's how you guys will hear about me.
And that's all we have. Thank you guys for listening. We post every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. We'll see you next week.